King is among us, and His glory surrounds us, and His fire is falling as we sing.
There's no proper English way of saying this. You rip yourself up, you like the big. Yeah, you watch yourself up. You rick yourself up. And then passive aggressive behavior is very destructive because then you start doing things like say that you know your wife doesn't like. You start eating chips in the bed, you start chewing loud, you start withholding finances from her. The dogs haven't been fed for 2 days, you don't feed the dogs even though it's your job to do it. You boycotting. You rick yourself up. And God doesn't want us to do that. Okay, so that's another way we can react when they do something wrong. We leave the house dirty. We see this poor woman comes from work late, dealing with emotional stuff at work. The children haven't been bathed. The dishes hasn't been washed. My cake rugby, or you busy doing something. That is that passive aggressive. You go underground. Another way you can react is you can reject your spouse when they hurt or frustrate you in a small or in a big way. Like openly tell them, I don't like you. I don't want you. I shouldn't have married you. Those are some of the most destructive words you can say to your husband or your wife in the heat of anger when they do something to you. You disrupt the peace in the home. That's how you reject them. There's fighting, there's arguing, there's shouting, your kids are traumatized. But Hebrews chapter 13 verse 5 says, keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have, because God has said, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. Focus on the last part, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. Go to the Amplified version for me, please. The last part says there, I will not, and he repeats, I will not in any degree leave you helpless nor forsake you, let you down or relax my hold on you. Assuredly not. Now why are you telling me this, Pastor T? Because that is covenant language. Amen. That is God saying to you, it doesn't matter how messed up you are, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you, never will I relax my hold on you. Have you ever been in a scary situation where you didn't know what to do? There's a big challenge ahead of you. All you have to go on is that God will never leave me, nor will He forsake me. And God expects the same from us. Leave meaning physically. I will never physically leave you. Forsake meaning emotionally. God will never turn His heart away from you. Amen. But as husbands and wives, we want to leave one another. The wallet gets thrown. As we just saw. I will leave you. I will withhold finances. I won't support you. I will go and find myself another Nazi on the other side of town that can fulfill my needs. I'm physically leaving you and I'm forsaking you. I'm turning my heart away from you. And that's where the danger comes in marriage, where we turn our hearts away from our spouses. In any relationship, bad things start happening when you turn your heart away from your spouse. Because then you have the platform to say to them, jy's sleg, jy's 'n slegte vrou. You a bad father. You a bad husband. All affairs start when your heart is turned away from your spouse. But God said to us, never will I leave you. Never will I forsake you. Never will I turn my heart away from you. That's covenant. We have entered into covenant with this man, with this woman. You shouldn't leave them. You shouldn't forsake them. Because God is with us on this thing. We are not alone. We are not alone. The disrespect comes when we feel we have earned the right to say to you what I think of you. Put a hold over your mouth. Rather be quiet. If you are angry, take a ride. Come back. Don't just walk away. When you're arguing with your wife, please just don't walk away, because then she will feel so disrespected. Tell her, woman, you're acting crazy. I'm going now. I'm joking, don't say that. You might get a cup against your head or something. Just tell her, you know what? Nothing constructive is coming out of this. Can you give me a while? I'll be back. You know? And women, don't go running after them, bickering and shouting. Just keep quiet. Amen. It's quiet in this church today. We reject them. We reject them because they didn't do things that we like. But covenant says, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. We can take revenge on them when they do something to us. Make them pay for what they've done. And this is a dangerous one. This is where anger escalates to a point where you actually physically become a danger to one another. And with your words. This is the place where the devil now comes. And he is the boss of your house. That's now where the spirit of strife is eating with you at every meal. When that spirit comes and everything that poor man does is a problem to you. You're looking at him through that eye of anger. But when it comes to places, look what you done this to me, I will show you. I will show you what I'm going to do to you. You say that thing again. Just do that again. You'll see what I'll do to you. And the fear comes in. And that's destruction upon destruction. It starts when you turn your heart away from your spouse. And I'm not saying there's a difference between suffering and abuse, right? I'm not saying that you must tolerate abuse on any level in your marriage. All of us need to go through a bit of testing, suffering, Christ-like suffering in our marriages. But when it comes to abuse, we say no, hang on. You know, we can do constructive separation. There's a solution for that. You go to a neutral place, you get yourself sorted out, you don't live together until that person has shown an improvement in that area. Because the sad thing is you still love one another. But you're just like two porcupines. You don't know how to love one another. When you come close to each other, you're pricking each other. And you need to learn how to love one another. Am I making sense here? Amen. Another way we can react when our spouse does something to us that they don't like, that we do not like. And this is the point that I'm trying to make very quickly to you guys, is that we can redeem our spouse through righteous, proactive behavior.
Amen. Amen.
This thing, you know, when the Lord showed me this, it's just like, wow, Lord, because we sit in marriage counseling and say, yeah, but you done this, yes, and then I said that, and we sitting there and it's like, voo, 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 yeah, you better take the blame, no, you take the blame, and it's like, you're building this big pile, you're putting logs on the fire, and you need to come to a place where you actually keep quiet and you do the opposite of what you've been doing in order to get out of the situation. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Amen.
Now, Jesus died for me when I didn't deserve it. He paid the price for me where I couldn't afford to pay the price for my redemption. What does it mean to redeem? To pay back or restore something back to its creative purpose. How does that relate to marriage? It's where you say, I'm going to pay a price for you, my wife. And I can't actually afford to pay, but I will pay because Jesus paid the price for me. It's going to cost me something to keep my mouth shut and to stop saying to you that you are just like your mother, because it irritates the living daylights out of every woman when her husband says, "You're just like your mother." Of course I am. I came from her.
It may cost me being right. Because when you redeem someone, you say, I know I'm right, but I will rather forsake my being right to redeem you.
Yes. So when I say I want to redeem you, let's use Pastor Chase and someone else as an example. If Pastor Chase, if Sue does something to Pastor Chase and Pastor Chase is mad and Pastor Chase is justified in being angry at her because what she done wasn't very wise, does she deserve to be forgiven? Do you have a right to be angry? Yes. But at the same time, no matter how much it costs to get back your relationship to that previous state, you will be willing to pay the price. And the price might be pain, might be time, might be a lot of tears. It might even cost you financially. But I'm willing to pay the price because I love this woman. That is redemptive love. That is the love that we need to display between husbands and wives. Amen. I'm willing to pay because I'm partnering with God. God done it for me, so I'll do it for you, my husband. And there's been things that my husband had to forgive me for. Yes, he made me suffer. He kept on reminding me about it, but now we know better. Redemptive love doesn't keep a record of all the wrong things you've done. I always tell him, please don't keep a record of everything that you do for me. Because if I must keep a record of what I do for you, you're going to lose. I'm joking, that sounded terrible. Put the scripture out there, 1 Corinthians chapter 13. He actually does a lot for me. I woke up this morning not feeling very well, and he brought me breakfast in bed and all those things. And he just said to me, I'm Frankie, what can I do to make your job easier? Listen to what love is according to God's formula. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not put their chest up to each other and say, yeah, yeah, yeah. Love does not boast. It is not proud, okay? It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. Oh, stop, just there. Stop. Easily angered. Some of you who live on the edge. You don't know what it feels like to live here. You live here. On the edge all the time. Easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. It keeps no record of wrongs. That's redemptive love. That's redemptive love. It's Christ-like. And we owe a debt of gratitude to God. That's where your Christianity lines up with your marriage. Everything lines up. You need to love out Christ, even in your marriage, even to your spouse. Pastor said yesterday, some of us speak better to the people out there than we do to our own husbands and wives. And I've seen it. Hello, sir. Hello. You know, we show more courtesy, Caleb, to the common stranger than you do to the woman that had to give birth to your giant babies. The genes in your side of the family is giant genes. She was perfectly slim and trim before you had the babies, but anyway, sorry, I had to throw that in. We need to learn to respect one another. Amen. And you know what? Redeeming your spouse is the only solution or method that creates a solution. Revenge doesn't. Anger doesn't. Blame gaming and mudslinging and hurling insults at one another doesn't. You say to your wife, you are, You know, us women process that very differently to you guys. And me dishonoring my husband and saying to him, you idiot, you this, you that, it makes him feel less of a man. And if we tend to hold on to things, we remember, we store them there. Yeah, but you said I'm this, you said I'm that. And it's painful. And then we need to go for deliverance. And it's a long story, man. So just stop insulting each other. Amen. So that we can remain whole. Do I hear an amen? Amen. This redemptive love, it shows that you cannot fight fire with fire. The Bible says you must bless those who curse you. And those who spitefully use you, even your spouses. Because sometimes we use
The King